This ABC15 flash briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories now from ABC15 Arizona. Happening today, the city of Phoenix will once again work to clean up the homeless encampment known as the Zone. It will happen as a legal battle is playing out in the courtroom. City officials asking the judge for more time in clearing up the camp, saying a year ago about 1,000 people were living in the area and about 300 have vacated. The deputy city manager testifying the city has a property they plan to use by the end of the summer that will have bathrooms and showers for those without housing. The judge says he will have a decision within 60 days. Testimony in the Michael Turney trial will pick up once again this morning. Yesterday, the court heard from a classmate of Alyssa Turney, one of the last people to see her before she went missing. That friend saying that she and Alyssa even talked about plans for that evening. But that same day, Alyssa's stepfather, Michael, reportedly picked her up from school early. The classmate never heard or saw Alyssa again. It is Weather Action Day with this long stretch of extreme heat. Reminder, there are heat relief stations open across the valley. They offer a place to cool off and water for those who need it. You can find a list of those locations right now on ABC15.com. Now, if your AC is working overtime right now, you are definitely not alone. Energy Saver, the U.S. Department of Energy's consumer resource, says you can save as much as 10% a year on heating and cooling by turning your thermostat back 7 to 10 degrees for 8 hours a day from its normal setting. Air conditioning experts say to make sure your AC is on a maintenance program and is checked out every 6 months. There are some signs to watch out for that could indicate you have a problem with your unit.
Definitely make sure that you're on some kind of maintenance program so that somebody's coming out every 6 months, making sure that, everything's tested, cleaned, and running thoroughly.
Energy Saver says the smaller the difference between the indoor and outdoor temperatures, the lower your cooling bill will be. With lots of people looking to take a trip to beat the heat, you may be shopping around for a good deal on a hotel. But the experts say there's only one thing you can actually do to get a lower rate. So all new this morning, John Matarese explains for us.
Hotel rooms are expensive right now, so of course you want the best deal possible. But it turns out that spending hours searching online for a lower rate may not always be worth it.
Marty Stone is a frequent hotel traveler. And when he needs to book a room these days, he goes straight to the hotel site.
I'm a Marriott guy, yeah, so I just went to the website.
For Robin Hoppy, same strategy, different chain.
I use the Hilton website.
But what about all those discount travel sites? Kevin Brassler and his team with Consumers Checkbook did nearly 2,000 searches on 25 travel sites using 75 different hotel stays. What they found was surprising.
But over and over again, for the most part, we were being quoted the same prices from each seller.
How's that possible? Kevin says what looks like a healthy competition is a bit of an illusion, with many sites owned by one of two companies.
One is Expedia, the other is Booking Holdings. The hotels and these third-party bookers have entered agreements that basically say, for the same stay at the same property for the same dates, they're all going to charge the same prices.
So instead of hopping from site to site for a better deal, the savings really come from being flexible, like shifting your travel dates or staying in a nearby suburb versus downtown. Kevin says researchers found one way to unlock lower prices if you're up for a gamble. They're called mystery deals.
You don't learn the name of that hotel until you've prepaid and booked your stay, and there's no refunds, there's no backing out.
Examples are Hotwire's hot rate specials and Priceline's express deals. But Allison Whipple always starts searching where she wants to go.
Straight through the hotel website, just go direct to the source.
Then she checks around for better deals, and that way you don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese.
Time for your most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Our excessive heat warnings now extended all the way through next Tuesday, so adding another day to that heat alert as there is just no relief in sight from these scorching hot temperatures. And today's going to be hotter than yesterday, with several valley cities topping out at 112 to 113. Phoenix ends up at 113 today. We made it to 111 yesterday. 115 for high out at Lake Havasu. 80s and 90s in much of northern Arizona, but hundreds for Winslow, Sedona, and Globe and Page. Our excessive heat warnings also also extend to the west and to the north in some of those lower elevation spots across Yavapai County and also the Grand Canyon through the weekend. Temperatures are going to get even hotter, and by the weekend we're talking highs near 118 here in Phoenix Saturday and Sunday, and potentially record-setting heat too in the high country in spots like Flagstaff. But there is a chance for more storms along the rim today, and for the valley, a slight chance of some gusty winds, maybe some blowing dust later on this evening, with a slight chance for rain under some of those clouds early this morning.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download that free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.